Turning now to a data breach at a major airline in this country, WestJet says that the personal information of some passengers was exposed during a cybersecurity breach earlier this year. The airline says no payment data was compromised when a sophisticated criminal third party gained unauthorized access to its systems on June 13th. WestJet says the type of data exposed could include names, contact details, travel information, and documents tied to reservations. However, no credit or debit card numbers were obtained. All right, with me now is Claudiu Popa, certified security and privacy expert and author of the Canadian Cyber Fraud Handbook. Thanks for being with us today.
Pleasure to be here, Carolyn.
What could be the possible motive here? What's to gain from a criminal looking to access your passenger information through WestJet?
Well, the unfortunate reality is that the information that did get lost, reportedly, contact information, flight records, booking details, perhaps travel documents as well, that's the kind of information that's the most valuable. Visa and credit card information is not really that exciting. One, because it easily expires. Two, because it's easily detected. And three, because most people are protected from charges, from fraudulent charges on their credit cards. What they can't change is the most valuable type of data. That means their own personal information, their contact details, their travel information. All of this makes it much easier for malicious people to impersonate victims, to log in as them potentially, or to socially engineer somebody at the company and pretend that they want to make changes to their account. Unfortunately, this is the kind of use that criminals make from potentially from benign, what appears to be benign information. And that's why Canadians should be worried about the types of emails that they're about to receive and about the types of very targeted excuses that they might even get as text messages.
When we hear WestJet say there is a sophisticated criminal third party behind that, that's speak for what and who potentially?
Typically, the word sophisticated are used to signify that a company has reluctantly agreed that they've been breached, but that they have not been breached by something trivial that would be easy to carry out. It had to be some sort of a genius hacker. Unfortunately, statistically, this is untrue. Statistically, we know that it's typically an employee that clicks on a malicious link and infects their local computer and their local network, or there's an administrative account that perhaps has been left unattended or unprotected. And yes, in the back end, these are sophisticated criminals because there's a team that breaks in, there's another team that exploits those identities that have been stolen, and there's another team that sells them and parcels them out on the dark web. That is sophistication. But all data breaches these days tend to look the same. There's always some sort of a ransom motive. There's some kind of blackmail, and there's the unfortunate victimization of those victims of identity crimes.
Passengers may be feeling very vulnerable here. Is there anything they can do to protect themselves, or a lesson for airlines in the future?
So the one thing that I always recommend is if whether you're a victim or you are suspecting that you might be, contact your privacy commissioner and ask them. First of all, you contact the company and determine whether you are included in among those whose data was stolen. But then contact the privacy commissioner, because they can track this issue for you, especially if your data has verifiably been compromised. Secondly, if you receive malicious emails or especially text messages or phone calls, be sure to report them, because this benefits others. Whether or not you get defrauded as a result, it will help protect others and will raise awareness about these types of things. And in general, remain vigilant and know every time you share personal information, that personal information will continue to exist somewhere. So keep track of just how many entities you share it with.
Which in 2025 is fairly frequently these days. All right, thank you. Claudiu Popa, certified security and privacy expert and author of the Canadian Cyber Fraud Handbook.